Answer question short. Okay, good day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Nami BK Mano Yekechi, one of the co-founder of G4S Consults. We're waiting with a discuss today now. Storage device. One of the things we inspired this particular topic now based on say we also realize say some people they don't really understand what storage device mean, and they don't also understand say we get different kind of storage device. You get so right here today I get Daniel and I also get Ajibola, and then go the chook mouth on for this particular matter to educate us on waiting storage device be and waiting it mean and the different kind of storage device what we get. So make a try to Daniel waiting be storage device.
Storage device is more like a device where you keep your files, documents, and applications for safekeeping.
For safekeeping.
Exactly.
So what about here, Ajibola? What is storage device be?
Storage device is like let me say it's like it's a thing or what we mostly use day by day. The thing that everybody uses. We used to store files on our phones, file, music, video, applications, and all sort of that. Just what keeps memories. Your storage keeps memories. So storage device is one of the guys that keeps memories. Like it helps you hold your files together. So that's storage device.
Okay, the kind of storage device we talk about now, the one for laptop app now, the one we bank they use. Where they use save money, save house.
Okay, kind of storage we are talking about now is mostly for laptop, phones, and
exactly. Let's say mobile devices and PCs.
Mobile devices and devices. Okay, so I want to educate us. Waiting be the kind of storage device we get. How many kind of storage device we say we get? What you know about?
For PCs basically we have like we have like three. Three different type of storage devices. Ranging starting from the normal HDD, that's the hard disk drive. So like an example of it is we have one here. So this one here. This is an HDD. We also have an SSD also. Like this one, this is an SSD, solid state drive. It's more like your regular memory card on your phone because this is more like memory card on your phone. And we also have one called the latest one they are using for systems currently. We have the M.1, M.2. So those ones are in form of a chip, like small,
like
chip,
a wireless card,
like a wireless card. They are shaped in a wireless card form, and it's not something you can be playing around with because they are very fragile.
Okay, what will be the difference between HDD and SSD?
Okay, I would say HDD is the old models of hard drives. Okay, what differentiates HDD and SSD is that HDD is it does not have it has a long life span, but if it falls, that is the end of the hard drive. So any bullet.
So this one I need to talk that be HDD.
Yeah, this guy is the HDD. Yeah, if it falls down, but like this, there's always a disc rolling inside. A white disc rolling inside. So if it falls down, that already spoil. That is the end of the hard drive. Okay, and we have this is the SSD.
So what do I want to ask before you go talk away? So in other words, they talk say everything where they concerning your laptop now, yet it's in the day.
Yeah, it's inside. It's
already
inside.
So when you talk about say all your files, you understand where you they save, where you want now, yet they say they save.
Exactly.
So you can always, if you can take out this particular guy, you understand, you can always use more of less like let's say
a
like
connector
to actually extract all the files. Okay, no wonder all this wolf movie where you go see say go gonna attack. You understand? The first way they go first do now they will want to look for commodity hard drive first.
Exactly.
So that's why now the idea be that okay, it is more to continue.
Okay, so we have the SSD, which is very strong. If it falls out on the floor, bam, 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 nothing can happen. Unless you peel out this gold chip, which is in front of the hard drive. But if it falls down, it is this guy is very, very expensive. It's more expensive than this guy. So you can get this guy for 250 gig for like 15,000 and get it for 250 gig for like 5,000-6,000. So it depends on your budget, but this guy is always very strong and it is very, very fast than this one. Because this one is always a chip rolling inside, but this guy is not inside. It's already just like a memory card that you insert into your phone. So that's the difference between the both of them.
I also observe say this one they much more heavier than this particular.
Yeah, this guy has weight more than this guy's. This guy like more like a metal. It's just like a plate thermoplastic. It's very free. So that's why when it falls down, Nothing is to happen to it, nothing inside.
Okay, so if they talk about say this one, they very light. So what can be different between this one and flash drive, Daniel?
Difference between this guy and flash drive is that flash drive is more of a USB. It's more in USB format.
Okay.
And this one is more of maybe say SATA mount. That's why you're talking about this golden teeth in the back of it. So the difference between this one has how do I put it? This one flash drive is for let's say you want to collect a file from a system, and let's say you want to use it to like share file, transfer file. But this one now, when you mostly use this one for, you can't use on like flash drive. You can use this one for system, like storage drive in your system. So you find this mostly in system, but you cannot find the flash drive inside your system.
Okay.
So your flash drive in your system is this.
Wow.
So this is your flash drive.
Okay, this is your flash drive in your system.
Sorry,
System, man. So what you just talk about connectors. So when you talk about connector, now where the connector come in place? What will you use? What will the connector? What will the connector be like?
Okay, now so when there are times when you buy external hard drive and you also hear hard drive like internal hard drive. So now when an hard drive become an external hard drive, when you unplug it from the system, so like this one now is an external hard drive because it's not inside the system currently. So now your when you need your connector is maybe you have a file you saved inside it, or you are trying to access something from this particular hard drive or SSD. So your connector is more like they call it SATA mount. Some people call it the common one people use is called SATA mount. So your SATA mount, it has like the same shape as this golden teeth here. Then you plug it in. So once you plug it in, it has a USB input to your system. So when you connect it to your system now, your system starts to read it. So it's now automatically showing your system.
Oh, okay. So the hard drive now, the hard drive connector now based on say if you get this SSD or HDD, you just plug and if you use USB access all the files within inside the hard drive you get. So Idris, so this one safe. You go call this one storage device.
Yeah, it's a storage device. This is an SD card.
SD card. So what do they use this SD card for?
This is a camera SD card.
Okay.
It's for cameras. This guy goes into. You see, anytime you buy an SD card, a new SD card, pamphlet, just a new one that comes with the pack. So when they put this bigger one there, you always see that small. That small one is mostly for the phone. The bigger one is mostly for camera. But people that I don't know about it, will always straight away. I'll be like, just straight away. But some people always keep it. So this guy this is an SD card for cameras, and the little one is for the phones.
Okay, Danny, I like some of the advantage of why. Okay, now Jibola, I like some of the advantages of why you go prefer this and this. So Danny, if you throw more light regarding that aspect, you get why do I prefer SSD? Why you go want make I prefer SSD compared to HDD, or why I go compare HDD compared to SSD? Okay,
just like I said. Number one reason why I prefer SSD to HDD is because the speed.
Okay.
SSD is light and it makes your system process things faster.
Okay.
So comparing to HDD, we see HDD as it's more of an like old model of SSD. Understand? The current model is SSD. Understand? So and also in terms of durability, SSD is more durable than HDD. Like in durability in the sense that when it falls down from your hand, the only time SSD gets spoiled is when you crush it intentionally. But if it falls down from your hand mistakenly, nothing will happen to it. Compared to the HDD, once any slight mistake, there's only a time whereby I was editing a video for a client. So the client collected his hard drive, so he wanted this for something. So during the process of collecting and running around, so he said when he was on his way, so he was trying to pick something from his bag. So all of a sudden the hard drive just fell down. Which is not that the thing was like it was even inside the casing. So even with that casing itself, it fell down and at the same time it crashed. Well, let's say he was using this particular SSD, it wouldn't be like that. You just dust it and put it back in his bag, no issue. But now there was losses of file. At the same time, client was felt bad about the entire stuff because his file got lost. So in terms of durability, SSD is better. And in terms of what I call peace of mind. Let me add peace of mind because because that's one thing you want in terms of whereby when you're storing your device, something that you can rely on. Let's call it reliability. SSD is more reliable than HDD. It doesn't crash anyhow. It's except when you intentionally scratch the goat it or you crush it. So that's the 3 different advantages.
Like for me now, from my own personal experience, you get, even when I didn't even tell you, I don't tell you about time before now. Exactly. When we say some of the files, we say I don't work, 10 years files, do you understand? You get now, so the hard drive just, the HDD just crash, and up till now, we see they recover from the incident, you get. So what are your recommendations, Ajibola, for all these storage devices we don't talk about? So what is your recommendation?
In terms of laptop?
In terms of storage device. We cannot also say in terms of laptop. In terms of storage device, what is your recommendation?
If it's the hard drive parts, I will always recommend you to use the SSD, which will make your laptop more faster. Although it's expensive, but you enjoy your money. You enjoy your money when you purchase an SSD rather than. But there's one thing with an SSD and HDD is that the HDD has a long lifespan than an SSD. Okay. Because I've read about it and I saw that the HDD has a longer lifespan than an SSD. Yeah, that I saw.
Okay, then you hear what Ajibola talk.
Yeah. I don't say you don't go believe up.
See, SSD has more longer lifespan if you have to look at it from a technical aspect. Because the reason why SSD has more lifespan is because of the durability and the reliability. HDD, any small, even you not even touching it for a while, you still have, you'll even be scared when you are trying to take it the next following time. But because of why, any small thing, you don't even know what could have happened to it. Even water itself can spoil it if you are not careful.
Okay. Me too. When I saw the article, I was shocked. When I saw it, I was like, "Ow, HDD and a bot." That's what I saw. It's what I saw. What I saw that I'm saying.
Now what do you see? But now based on somebody research, you get. So what do I feel advice? Say maybe now some say if you go use your money, buy the both of them and experiment them by yourself. Do you understand? Then make you know. Should I also be sure?
We go try them.
You get. We go try them. You get. So for best way just start this way just start the tech industry, or within new to the tech industry, or within new to what they discuss about, you get. So what you go advise if them get inside SSD and flash drive, which one inside HDD and flash drive, which one you go tell them they get? When they talk about SSD now, they talk about HDD and flash drive
for external drives.
For external drive, and you get what be the advantages of flash drive you get over SSD?
Okay. One advantage of flash drive is that
HDD, I mean, no be SSD, HDD.
Yeah. One advantage of flash drive is that you are not looking for connector around. You are plugging it. It's plug and play. It's plug and play. That's the one thing I like about flash. Plug and play. But the one thing I don't like about flash is that if you are using a plastic flash, it's an OTG flash that has that you can connect to a phone. Okay, those guys, they quickly spoil because the plastic is to quickly crack, and that little board that is inside is not that strong like HDD. But what is the problem of HDD is that how the connector is to shake. Okay. If you get a new connector, it will still shake. HDD is the connector to the mouse. When you put it inside like this, if it's not. So most of the hard drive when they used to put a laptop, you always see that there was always a padding at the back, or they should use a screwdriver, a screw to push it to the front, so it will be very firm on the mount. Because HDD, the mount is to easily shake. So that's like if you are sending a file now and you say, okay, the file average is 98 now. Okay, I know one small mistake can shake it. You'll be like, God, TV this. So that kind of thing. So that's what is mostly discouraged me on HDD. But flash is very fast in terms of plug and play. Flash is very, very fast.
So what's going to be the advantage of HDD over flash drive?
Okay, I'll talk about the space.
Okay, space.
That's about, because number one, what I've noticed over the years using flash and HDD in terms of space. Although flash, there are flashes they are doing now, they are up to 1 gig, above 2 gigs.
1 gig.
Yeah, flash drive 2 gig also. Yes, I've used the flash drive.
128 gig.
No, 2 gig.
2 gig. We have 16 gig.
We have 16. We have 32 now.
I mean 2 terabytes.
Okay.
1 terabyte.
Okay.
2 terabytes. They are current. They are doing flash now that the size is over 2 terabytes, 1 terabyte.
But most times they always get issue.
That's where I want to come from. So now, I'm comparing to a 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte hard drive. Now, in terms of the space. Now, every flash that has those higher space, they have this this I don't know whether to call it a virus or more of a disadvantage whereby as a result of that there are space. Anytime you put there some of the flash that are like that when you put your file inside you tend to not see that your file again or your file gets corrupt. It's very common with flashes. Exactly.
That has large
space. You understand? Starting from 1 terabyte above. So you start seeing that is that your file? You copy the file. After so much waiting for the file to copy, you now check the flash. You not
just be blank.
You just be blank. Even when you search for it, you will not see it there. So that's one of the disadvantages of flash drive. That when you have a 1 terabyte flash drive in terms of size, but for hard drive, no matter the size, it will still be working. All your files will be safe in terms of file. But in terms of reliability, flash drive is more reliable than HDD. Because of in terms of now for you to access any file inside your hard drive, you need a SATA mount or a connector. You understand? So and you use a SATA mount connector, and there are some moments whereby you might forget your connector at home, or one thing or another, you give it to a friend or you lend it to somebody. So and you now start look for, or you need to buy immediately, and let's say you don't have money. What do you have to do? You just have to leave it to you get to, and before you know it, time is being gone. You lost your client or one thing leads to another. But for flash, as you said, plug and play. Just plug it to your system and you are good to go.
Okay.
So the only advantage hard drive has over this thing is two. Number one, space, and number two, this thing. You cannot use a flash drive inside a system. You understand? You cannot use a flash drive. You cannot use it as an internal storage for a system.
Okay. Let me stop you there. You can use a flash drive on a system.
No.
Okay. Wait. Let me bust your brain. Okay. You know a flash drive always has a goat teeth. That goat teeth in the mouth. Okay. There are these engineers that I know that goat teeth, they're going to remove that goat teeth out. Then the USB ports of your laptop, they'll remove it out. Then they'll gum that flash goat teeth on it. Then the flash will be automatically inside. It will be like an external drive on your laptop.
See, yes, that is also there, but there are also disadvantages to all these type of things.
How?
In terms of it can affect. Okay, let's say your system, you're having a system that is just one USB port. Just imagine you using a system that is just one USB port. What do you now do?
You can't have a system that has one USB port that you won't have an external port, which is a Type-C port.
You can say that at the same time, but what about you are in a situation? See, we just have to be guided in terms of all this. We are talking about you also have to be guided because them putting a USB port and then putting a Type-C port, as you said, you understand? So that Type-C port has two functions. You say you can use it to access file and also for charging, but mainly it's meant for charging.
No, it's not mostly meant for this. It's for transferring files.
No, it's meant for charging. You cannot argue.
No, it's not meant for
Type-C port. It's a multi-purpose port now. It's
yes,
not just
it's not meant for charging alone.
For extending the screen. Yeah, so it's a multi-purpose port.
You can say it's a multi-purpose port at the same time, but this is a multi-purpose port. But that's why they put USB ports there. You don't understand?
But you know that the generation of laptop that they are producing now, they are trying to they are always Type-C. It's just every generation has their own kind of design that is meant for them. Yes, and so if you look at it from the other aspect, you understand? Like look at the system at your front. Do you understand? Okay. It has no USB ports.
Okay.
Do you understand? It has no USB ports. So that's the aspect, or that's the generation that they are going to. And every other system that you see now, do you understand? We always have Type-C ports. Do you understand? Even though it will have USB port, you must always see Type-C. Do you understand? So that's the difference between the generations now, that the generation we're heading towards. Do you understand? For the aspect of switching Ajibula talk, I think it's income, but that look at how realistic it take be. Because if not like that, it will say when we want from our system, we will go carry external hard drive external connector plug on for the hard drive. We're supposed to load them. I know that you understand what they talk, Danny. We're supposed to load the hard drive directly without even putting it inside the system.
No.
Because if you look at what you explain now, it's similar to what they talk about. You understand the gist where they talk?
Wait, you guys don't get me. It's flash. You're not using it as a bootable or anything. You just use it as an external device on your laptop, which you
Okay, external storage.
Yeah,
Okay,
external storage. You're
okay,
not using it
okay,
for. That's what I
okay.
said. I said you can use it as an
Okay.
external storage now.
But it should be in your system.
It's just be there permanently.
Okay.
So you won't be able to use that port again.
So why you never trying for your sister?
No, I won't try.
You don't do the experiment.
No. This is the thing. This is the thing. I've seen it work.
Okay.
I've seen it work. There's a guy called Alex. He showed me and it worked.
But
I don't really want to try it because I'm skeptical about it.
hey, it's simple. Now, what you just buy plastic flash, come out the plastic. Abina, hey, then you go set them.
But I won't be able to use that port again.
Okay, so now they left for you to choose.
Yeah.
So good day, ladies and gentlemen. I know so you enjoy what we discuss. Make you not forget to like, share, and comment for this particular video. You go actually go a long way, and also encourage us make we do more of this kind of video. Do you understand? So my last question, waiting be the disadvantage of storage devices.
Okay. So the disadvantage of storage devices is that your files you can lose your files at any time, any point in time. You can lose them. No matter maybe the SSD or HDD, they can crash. If that SSD just recently crashed now. So you can lose your file any point in time. But if I use something like a cloud, you can see people that are using iPhone, they are using iCloud. If you log your iCloud back to another phone or your laptop, all your files are going to come back
automatically.
So that's why there's creation of cloud.
iCloud, exactly.
Yeah. So if you are using a storage device, an iCloud is a storage device, but I'm talking about a virtual storage device that you are seeing like this, just like an SSD, HDD, flash, SD card, those sort of stuff. Like, there's no 100% that your files is safe because it can crash at any time. These are they are electronics. They can get damaged at any time.
Okay, but the fact that they electronics
Exactly.
be damaged at any
Any
time.
point in time.
So Daniel, tell us what is cloud storage be.
Okay, so cloud storage is more of like an internet-based storage. So and there is the process whereby you store your files, document, pictures, videos on the internet. You understand? So that's what internet storage. Cloud storage is more about.
So when you say store your device, store your stuff on for
the internet,
for internet you get. So how that one will take affect you as best way they save? What will be the advantage of all
of cloud
storage?
Yeah, the advantage is that, as I said before, you can forget your connector, your hard drive at home. But let me use a case study as Google Drive. If you're in somewhere where you cannot use your flash drive, or maybe you forgot it at home or something, you can log in your Gmail, your mail, then go to your drive and get your file back. Or if you're using an iMac or a Mac laptop, then log in your iCloud inside, then get your files back automatically.
Okay, make a chip in something for waiting they also talk. You get just for instance, you get those of you now where they use Android device, you go observe say sometimes Google will just remind you of say some of the pictures where you don't take 1 year ago, 2 years ago. So now this symbol now waiting what they call cloud storage. You understand? So the idea be say anywhere where I did with my Gmail account, do you understand? Anywhere I did with my Gmail account, once I log in now, I go gain access to those pictures. Do you understand? Now waiting cloud mean just like waiting to say make you no come forget your connector for house, you know know waiting to do. Aside from picture, you fit also upload documents, sensitive document where you say they very, very sensitive. Do you understand? Because sometimes you don't know waiting there, you don't know who they after you or waiting will happen in the next minute, or people where they don't send make you go and attack you. Do you understand? So you might not be able to come out with your laptop. Do you understand? So what you just have to do, just upload it on your cloud. Upload it on the cloud. Once you upload it on the cloud, so when you get to a place that you are most comfortable around, do you understand? You could just download the file and you could make use of the file. Do you understand? So it's actually bringing there don't be any restriction. Do you understand? Because the way I take CM now, actually the future of storage be that. Because if you look at all this laptop, what do they call this laptop? Or Chromebook. Do you understand? Chromebook say now so Chromebook they take design Chromebook. Do you understand? What we say if you Chromebook storage they pass 32 gigabytes. Or depending on the kind of Chromebook where they use. Understand? So you call everything they expect you say everything where you want to save, make it the save for cloud. You know? So I actually believe saying that the future of storage device with that. Do you understand? So Daniel, so if you help us highlight some of the advantages of this in cloud over this in your SSD or your storage, your SSD, your HDD, and your flash drive.
Okay, the advantages.
Yeah, for
Okay,
cloud.
I would love to say disadvantage.
Okay,
but-
let's talk about disadvantage. More we'll talk about disadvantage because if let's say me, I don't really start talk some of the advantage. More we'll talk about the disadvantage.
Okay, so now the major disadvantage of iCloud is just the major one is most times maybe internet and maybe you don't have access to internet. You also have to be factual in this sense because we're in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And it's not getting data at times. It's not always that other easy at times. No, it's easy, but it's not everybody that.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
Yeah, data is expensive.
It's also expensive. So that is one of the major another disadvantage here is that you have to buy storage. Like for your email now, if you look at your Google Drive
it's
now,
15 gig.
it's 15 gig. You understand? And there are some people the file they want to save is more than 15 gig.
Yeah.
You understand? So but you have to like buy or subscribe, and that subscription is monthly. It's not a yearly stuff. You have to be monthly. So you have this particular money. Yes.
No, they have a yearly. They have a
yearly,
plan.
but is it everybody that has that money to be paying for a yearly plan?
But remember, the flash you are buying on the other file, but you are paying for it.
But that one is one time thing now. It's gone. This one is you are paying yearly. Imagine you paying the yearly subscription on top of like something you should have access to.
Okay. Let me tell you.
Using your internet.
Let me tell you why you mostly pay for cloud. Why you pay for cloud is that it is secure, it is safe, and there's no way you can lose your files.
Is cloud secure? Is it really secure?
Yeah, it's secure.
Is it really secure?
If they get if they can hack your password.
That depends on you which you are using. If you are careless with your password, or that's why you always see, the auto generator which will tell you that this password is not strong enough.
And you can.
But you know, say that something will be saying no matter how it take me. No matter how it take
it can be hacked.
Yeah, no matter how it take me. Yeah. All this is run on server. Who create the server? Now, woman be like us create the server. The way they go just make the person with the contractor or person will create the server vex. The guy go say, hey, Gina, don't make me vex. Yeah, I go show now.
That one save day, but I'm just saying cloud is still flexible. As I said, monthly subscription. Why you are paying more? Because of the maintenance. Yeah, they are paying to maintain it.
It's not just maintenance now. I'm talking like if you want more space.
Now it's part of the maintenance now. If you want more space, you don't want them to help you increase your space.
Maintenance is security now.
Oh yeah.
Maintenance is in terms of security. Space.
Now you are paying for space, and at the same time you should be buying data to put something in that space.
Yeah,
it's like double money.
Yeah,
now.
that's why you see that. That's why you see that. It's not everything that's for people for these particular people. Some things are specifically for some people. HDD is specifically for some people. Flash is specifically for some people. Then cloud is specifically for some people.
So it depends on what works for you, Abby.
Yeah,
depending on what.
It depends on your pocket.
Yeah, men are in sizes. No,
your size per type.
Yeah, because you get the level where you go reach. You don't get any other choice than to use cloud storage. Now, just the truth be that you get level where you go reach because you also want to be careful, and even people where you work with, they don't even mind. They even pay so much money because of that, because how sensitive the document might be. Do you understand? And for you also, security wise, also you also want to do you understand? At least don't say if you ask class story, but they did you could did very very difficult just and to hack them. You know, so just like what we say, I know so we don't learn one or two for this particular podcast. If you feel say you won't contribute, or if you feel say you get anything we will not discuss about, you feel leave them for the comment section. You go actually go a long way, more interact, more talk. You get even sometimes we say we want you make you come down to the studio to come get a session with us. We feel also make them possible. Do you understand? We can also forget to like, share, and comment. It will really go a long way for us. From all of us here, we say peace and we say thanks so much for your time. We want shout out to Mubarak, Naim they behind camera today, and also one shout out to Sam Z, Naim our audio engineer, audio engineer. So we want to say from all of us here, we say thank you and God bless. Good day.